What's going on with it, y'all? You ain't got to guess who it is. You already know. It's Guess Who the Rapper, a.k.a. the Grand Ambassador Flesh Dynasty, here to lace your brain with some incredible and glorious game. Once again, man. And of course, if you like yourself, hit that like button. If you like someone else, hit that share button. But if you love yourself, hit that subscribe button, man. If you want to be certified to be notified, hit that notification button by hitting that bell button. Now, what I want to talk about today is, well, first let me say, hey, I've been gone for a while, man. I'm glad to be back, man. Glad to see y'all, you know what I'm saying? And, I'm trying to get into more messages, and as I, develop the messages and whatever within it, then my own personal walk, then I deliver them unto you, so so in the capacity of the reluctant YouTuber right now, and I could be the watchman as well. But mainly, I just want to drop some things on you, right? I was just thinking about some of the things that I removed from my speech or my everyday vocabulary. And one of the things is I thought it was important to talk about because, it frees you up from a lot of doctrines and a lot of things that we have taken on even since we were a child or from youth. And so I'm just going to go down an itemized list. I don't have it written down. I probably should have, but I'm just going to go off the top of the head of things that I removed from my vocabulary. All right, the one that comes to mind first is the word can't. Now, to put it in context, when I'm saying can't, meaning it has to be in context. Like if I promise myself I'm not going to do something, or I don't have the capability of fulfilling someone's request, or I've made a promise to myself that I'm no longer participating in a certain activity, then, I will apply the word I can't. Brother, you want to go hang out, do this? Nah, I can't do that right now. If I'm on a diet, bro, you want to go over here and eat this and that? Nah, I can't right now. So that's not what I'm talking about. In context, meaning when you have the capability of fulfilling something and you're having that spirit of doubt on you, and when it's shrouded, those two-letter words, is saying I can't, is shrouded in, the spirit of doubt, fear, confusions, things like that, then we're going to omit that. We're going to omit that and say, I can't. Like, I want to start smoking, but I can't. I want to stop drinking, but I can't. I want to stop fornicating, but I can't. I want to stop masturbation, but I can't. I want to stop cursing, or I want to stop, getting angry, but I can't. Things like that. That's what I'm omitting from my vocabulary. And why? I was just listening to a message from Sinful to P. It's a oldie but goodie, but it's the message is titled "Because I Said It." And once you say something out of your mouth, you better be ready to be responsible and accountable to fulfill that which you have said. Even the Most High himself says, I put my word above my name. So, it just gets you into that spirit, man, of being disciplined to fulfill your word. So when I say that I'm removing this from my vocabulary in that context, I can't. That means that doesn't change when the circumstance come. That doesn't change when, circumstance come to challenge that which you have said. You fulfill, your word, and even if you skip and say it, be like out of force of habit, catch yourself, pull the reins back on that horse and pull it back and be like, nah, I can't do that. So that's what I'll do. You know what I mean? That's my advice to you. I can't is one of them. Now, all of the ones that are coming up now is like things that I've learned, or, that are proven to be false as far as due to my thorough and diligent research. So here's another one. Like, instead of people used to saying like on the face of the earth, or this is happening worldwide, people started adopting this word by saying all over the globe, or this is global. You know what I mean? Global. So I removed the word globe and global in that context because why? I've learned some information concerning the shape of the earth. The shape of the earth is not a globe. It's not a globe. They trying to teach you that the earth is round, as in a sphere. You know what I mean? So instead of saying, you know, this happens all over the face of the earth or worldwide, they'll say all over the globe, or, you know, or this is global truth. No, the word global is tied to the theory, the Big Bang theory, theory of evolution, and things that are contrary to which I've discovered in my research when I found out that the earth is indeed flat. And then people will call me, or people like me, with this information, a flat earther. So no, and that's fine. You can call me what you want, but you know, I believe I have the truth on that matter. The Bible proves this out. You know, that the earth is indeed flat. You know, it's just like your watch. You're watching, and the sun might be the big hand, the moon's the little, and they go around in time, and the earth is the ground. And the water that is on the bottom of the foundation of it, you know what I mean? And the dome that covers the watch, that's the firmament. That's what the Bible proves out. So no, I won't go along with the satanic global agenda. So when the reason why I removed that, because I know it's tied to an agenda, a global agenda, and I will get more in depth with that later on. And I'll cover that in a whole nother video. So along with globe and global, I removed gravitate. Why? Because I no longer subscribe, hit the like button, or wanted any notifications from the channel called The Theory of Gravity. No, I don't subscribe to the theory of gravity. One, because it's a theory. Meaning it's not proven, it's not a proven fact. Buoyancy and density definitely is proven, and it is a fact. You know what I mean? The law of gravity, how could it be a law when it's really a theory? And it's tied to the earth being a globe or a sphere, because it's what they call this mystery force called gravity is holding a ball of water together, suspended in midair, when you can't duplicate that in any scientific experiment or anything like that. So I've removed global. No, let me start over. I can't and globe or global and gravitate. You know what I mean? Gravitate means to pull. No, we could just say magnetism or attraction. Those are more proven facts. So I remove stuff like that from my vocabulary. So, but on more of a doctrinal side or spiritual side, I don't know why I'm mentioning this, but I'm gonna mention it anyway. There's a lot of false doctrines out there in the Hebrew Israelite community, like calling the white man, saying Esau is the white man. That's not true. Esau was the twin brother of Jacob. Jacob, you know, his name was changed to Israel and became, and his children, the 12 children, became the 12 tribes of Israel, or the children of Israel. Esau's name was changed to Edom due to his complexion, you know, or whatever, you know what I mean? Like Edom, being red or reddish brown. They were twin brothers. The only thing that was different between Jacob and Esau was that Esau was hairy. You know what I mean? That was it. You could find that in the book of Josephus. So I removed that, you know, they saying Esau, like Ricard from, Elder Ricard Shiar from the Gathering of Christ Church. He has to mention Esau every single broadcast, every single live, because he knows that there's information out there that'll dispel or debunk or refute that false doctrine that Esau is the white man. So I don't say stuff like that. I don't say that Esau is the white man or call white people Edomites. That's false. You know what I mean? So sometimes when you come across information that can, you know, debunk certain things, you know, and certain speeches or whatever, you know, it'll you'll be able to correct that what you say on a daily basis. And one more that I'm thinking about, even though that one didn't really fit, but I just thought I'd put that out there. Planet. Yeah, planet. The word planet. I have to get rid of that word planet because we don't live on no planet. There are no planets. You know what I mean? There is no planets called Mars or Venus or Mercury or any of those things. You notice that they are all Greek gods, that these so-called planets are named after. That's false. There's no such thing as planets. In ancient times, in antiquity, what they would see, those stars, what they were called wandering stars. They're not planets.
So this is just an add-on from the video from yesterday. So someone told me that a lady made a video on here saying that stars and planets are actually angels, which that is true to a certain extent. See, as y'all know, I made a video yesterday saying how stars are actually dancing water glimpses of light from the water above the firmament. That's discussed in the Bible. See, the stars are dancing water glimpses of light. But the planets that are called wandering stars in the Bible are angels. Not all of the stars. Only the 7 planets. The wandering stars. I'm going to show you a video of regular stars zoomed in. Then I'm going to compare them to the planets, the wandering stars, that are mentioned in the Bible. So here's a video of regular stars, the dancing water glimpse of light. As you can see in that video, it had some of the wandering stars in there also. Now remember when I told y'all that space don't exist and we can't go outside the firmament of the earth? And also there's no such thing as other planets? And how all NASA taught y'all was a lie? See, without adding Earth into this equation, you have 7 planets. 7 wandering stars. See, the Bible talk about those stars. And the book of Enoch does too, which is one of the lost books of the Bible. See, in Revelations 1:16, it said he had in his right hand 7 stars, and out of his mouth went a sharp 2-edged sword. And in Revelation 1:20, it talks about how the 7 stars are the angels of the 7 churches. Now, those 7 angels spoken about in the Bible is Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Now, if you pay attention when you zoom up on the stars compared to the planets, you will see that all of them don't give off that wheel illusion. Most of the stars give off different looking frequencies, as so, while others will give off a different effect, like the wheels of illusion that's spoken of in Ezekiel. Not all stars are angels, only the 7 planets, the wandering stars, which is known as the Watchers. Also, not all planets, wandering stars, and angels look like the wheel of illusion in Ezekiel. Like this one. Or this wandering star.
That is one beautiful star.
Dearly beloved,
Dang, look
we are gathered here today to get through this thing called life. Alexis word, life, that means forever, and that's a mighty long time. But I'm here to
It ain't like you could go from, you could travel from Earth, the globe, and go to another planet. That's false. You can't even leave this realm. The creation is the heavens and the earth and the waters. Period. It's threefold. Mostly time is twofold because this was mentioned: the heavens above and the earth beneath. And there's the waters above and the waters beneath or below. You know what I mean? That's what it's made of. Ain't no such thing as no planets. So I don't say planets anymore, or, you know, she's the baddest girl on this planet. You know, we don't do that. So I don't no longer do that, because if you're saying words like that, that means you subscribing to, you know, Freemasons, like, what's this dude name? The Sir Isaac Newton and people like that and things like that. Another one, if I'm developing or being transformed or elevating in my personal life or in anything or endeavors that I'm doing, I don't say I evolve. Evolving really means going from one species to another. No, we don't evolve. I don't say that either. I say either I'm transforming, conforming, reforming, developing, or elevating. I don't say I don't say that I'm evolving into this and, you know, no. Why? Because that's tied to the theory of evolution. Meaning, you know, we came from monkeys and listening to Darwinism and all of that kind of crap. No, that's all satanic language. So I removed all of those things from my vocabulary. So, and that's telling you why I removed those certain words from my vocabulary and the history behind them. So that's all I could think of for right now. You know what I mean? I'm just here to put some paint where it ain't and say what most can't, and tell you the reasons why I removed certain words from my vocabulary. You know what I mean? First is I can't. Next one is globe and global. Next one is, what is it? Well, no, one of them is, gravitate. The other one is, not gravitate, but evolve and planet and things of that nature. You know what I mean? No, those are the things that I've removed from my vocabulary. And Esau is the white man, that whole doctrine. There's a whole lot of other doctrines that I'm going to get into, like Jesus Christ is God and all that stuff. We're going to deal with all of that. You know what I mean? So that's all for now, man. Of course, like usual, I said, come to put some paint where it ain't and say what most can't, man. Sketchu the rapper, a.k.a. the Grand Ambassador. Always here to lace your brain with some incredible and glorious game, man. Y'all have a blast, pass a while now and a greater later, man. Live the life of your design so you can have a good time for a lifetime. But more importantly, live the life of his design so your life will be divine for the rest of your lifetime, man. I'm signing out. Peace.